Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining me today, whether you're here live or you're catching the replay. My name is Lou Parika. I am your host, and you are here today at Earn More and Live More. So, for those of you who don't know me, I am a mindset mentor, and what I do is I help real estate professionals really become the best version of themselves. And how I do that is I help them shift the way they think and release limiting beliefs so they can create the freedom that they want in their careers and their finances and really live a much more meaningful life. So I welcome you again today for joining me. And today's training is building your confidence 1% every day. Now, that is something we can all do. It's such a small little incremental piece, right? 1% every day. And when you think about it, at the end of 10 days, 10%, 30 days, 30%. So let's get started. As I mentioned in the description, many people, and myself included, I thought that confidence was a personality trait. I thought that you either have it or you don't, or perhaps you were born with it or you weren't. And when I really discovered that the truth is that confidence is a mental state and we can develop it if we're willing to pay the price, but the price is so small compared to the results that we can get in life. And focusing on 1% every day is doable. It's doable for all of us. And what happens is when we become more confident, it frees us. It lets our heart lead us to really where we want to go. Confidence generates an aura within you, and others can resonate with that, right? They're attracted to your confidence. And confidence also sets up a vibration that causes your clients, right? So if you're in real estate, this causes your clients to trust in your ability, and it instills in them a feeling of safety that you're the right person to lead them in this major purchase that they're going to be doing, right, with their home. So we all have confidence, right? We all have confidence. We were born with it. It may be clouded over by our self image and our programming, but if you were raised, like some people were raised with praise, and most likely they grew up confident. If you were raised with a lot of criticism, there's a really good chance that you have, a lot of self-doubt and low confidence. However, the confidence is still there. You may not have it when you need it or in the area that you need it, but we've all got it. Confidence is a knowing. It's a knowing that you know. And confidence is knowledge. So I want you to think about all the things that you tried for the first time, whether it's walking, riding a bicycle, driving a car, becoming a real estate agent, perhaps becoming a parent, etc. You didn't know how to do any of these things at first, right? Think about your first buyers and sellers presentation. So let's go to, because I think most of us can identify with driving. Now think about it. When you first got behind the wheel, like you wanted to learn how to drive, right? You wanted that freedom. But when you first got behind the wheel, you were not that confident. You were probably a little scared, but you were willing to take the action steps to learn. And after each time you got behind the wheel, you became a little bit more familiar with how to operate the cars. You became more aware of the cars around you and also your environment. And the more you drove, the more confident you became. Now you know. You know you can drive, and you are very confident about that. If someone were to question you, there's no doubt in your mind. Yeah, I know how to drive. That's confidence. So it is instilled in all of us. There's just some areas that we may be more confident than others. So let's think about, let's go back when you first became a real estate agent. I could identify with this. Were you a secret agent? Guilty. At the very beginning, like 16 years ago, I was a little reluctant to let people know that I was a real estate agent, right? Because I wasn't confident in myself at that point. And I'd be a little bit nervous telling people. And what about, again, what about your first buyer's consultation or your first listing appointment? How nervous were you then? How was your confidence level then? Most likely not very high. But what we did is we would study, we would practice. I know I did a lot of role playing with other agents. And after doing presentations and taking the actions, what happens, it built up your confidence. And what happens is you get to a point where you don't even need, when you go on a listing appointment or when you're going to be working with a buyer, a potential buyer, you don't even need all your marketing materials and all your stats, because you're so confident just to have a relaxed conversation with the prospect. And it's actually your confidence that the prospect is picking up on. It's that feeling, again, that they trust in your ability to get the job done in their best interest. And sometimes, I've always, once in a while I'd hear, oh, so and so, if there was a top agent, you might hear someone say, oh, they're very arrogant, they're conceited, they're a little cocky. That is not conceit, arrogance, or cockiness. It could be, but really what it is, it's confidence. And confidence is a knowing. You just know that you know. But let's say again that there's other areas in your life that you're not so confident in. Um, just like, when you built up your confidence in the other areas, like practicing your buyer's presentation or your seller's presentation, you have to study it. You have to learn about it, and you have to take action. So when we start to study us, when you start to study you and you learn about your mental states and you start to understand how your mindset and your attitude are made up of your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions, and they create your results in all areas of your life will become so much better, so much richer, and so much more meaningful, right? In your business, in your finances, in your relationships, in your health. Better, 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 better. And better is a fabulous word. So I want to give you 3 value points that will help you get 1% better every day. Number 1, let me just take a little sip here. Anybody that knows me knows that I drink a lot of green tea. Number 1, check your self-image. What kind of picture comes to mind when you think about yourself? I did a training last week on self-image, so this plays into last week's training. And confidence has nothing to do with what is happening outside of you. Confidence is an inside job. It's determined by what's going on in the inside. Remember, we were born confident risk takers. We were not born with the self-image and with self-doubt. We inherited opinions, others' opinions, when we were small, right? From the adults around us. We inherited their opinions, their habits, their beliefs, their behaviors, their results in life. we took it all in. And again, I mentioned this last week on the training on self-image. Once we understand this, we can, when you now know that the self-image that you currently have and the confidence level that you currently have can be changed. You're not stuck with these things. So you want to build the image of the person that you want to be. And here's the thing, you get to choose who you want to be. What we have now, our self-image, is, again, we inherited it, right? It was passed on to us. And if we don't change our habits and our beliefs, what are we doing? If you're a parent, you're passing it on to your children. So see yourself as a service oriented, happy, healthy, prosperous person, and get emotionally involved with this image. Visualize this image several times a day. I set my phone every 3 hours from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So every 3 hours, my alarm goes off. And what I do is I just stop. I have um, my goal in a declaration statement recorded in my phone. And I stop whatever I'm doing for the most part, if I can. I'll play the recording. I'll play the first sentence and then I pause it and I visualize that first sentence. Then I hit play. I listen to the second sentence. Then I hit pause and I visualize that second sentence. So, what happens, why we do this throughout the day, is because our programming, our auto suggestion, our self talk, um, our inner conversations are with us all day long, and we need to disrupt those conversations. So, this is why doing this you may need to do it every hour or want to do it every hour. I'm doing it every 3 hours. I may change it to every 2 hours. But ask yourself, so you have this image of the person that you're choosing to be, and ask yourself, what can I do today to act like that person? So action is key. Act like that person. That is a key word. And take those action steps. And when you go to bed at night, you ask yourself, did I get 1% better today? Did I behave like the person that I want to be, that I image myself to be? Right? Really important. Number two, check your strengths and weaknesses. Get really honest with yourself. Most likely, most of us have a lot more weaknesses than we do strengths. But here's the thing, forget about your strengths. Your weaknesses. Forget about your weaknesses. Manage them. Yeah, they may be there, but put all your energy and focus on your strengths. Do what you already do well. Get better at doing that. Do what you love. And you'll be able to say with conviction, I am good. I know I'm good. And I know why I'm good. And that's confidence, because we all have strengths. Um, you know, for me, I always felt that my strength was I love meeting people. I love being with people. I'm a pretty happy person. Um, I feel that I'm very honest. I feel that a lot of people can resonate with me. I feel like those are my strengths. So that's what I focus on, getting better 1% every day. Number three, once you start to study you, once you really start to understand you, how your mind works, train your mind to see the good in everyone. Begin to treat everyone as they're the most important person in the world, because to them, they are. Every person, every living thing, actually everything, is an expression of spirit. And there is an essence within us, And that spirit, that spiritual DNA is 100% perfection. Again, think about the babies, right? So when you see people, when you hear their words, you see their actions, you see their results, that is a reflection of what's going on inside them. When we're babies, we don't have all of this programming. So when you're actually speaking to an adult or a teenager, let's say, that is their programming that you're seeing. What you're seeing is their insides expressing itself, but their essence of who they truly are is 100% perfection. Their spiritual DNA is perfect. See the good in them and notice the good in them, and let them know what they do well and that you notice it. Give them a really nice compliment. And when you start to study again, you're going to see the good in everyone. When we start to realize that all our self-doubts, all our low self-esteem, etc., was not our choosing, and with this information, now you can choose. You get to choose the person that you want to be, the self-image that you want to have, how you want to be identified as for yourself, the dreams that you choose. This is all within you. You have the power to do all of this. And this knowing and behaving builds confidence. And confidence looks really, really good on you. So make confidence a habit, and you will start to see amazing results because, again, confidence is an inside job. This article that I have on confidence follows the self-image lesson in my program. If you would like, I can send you a PDF of the confidence article. It's really powerful. It's only, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 pages, but DM me and I will send you that PDF. And what I share with you every week is just a small piece of my program. And there's really, there's such a good chance that you guys, because I was like this, I did a lot of reading, listening, and watching to a lot of personal development things. But it's the mentorship and the coaching that takes all these little pieces that are out there, right? All these pieces of the puzzle. It's the coaching and the mentoring that brings it all together so you have a much better understanding and clarity of what you've been learning throughout the years. It's kind of like the cover to the puzzle box. So if you are serious about your growth, and I mean serious, and you're ready to unleash that higher version of you, like I said earlier, there is an essence within all of us that is always looking to expand and to express itself. Let's get on a call. DM me, let's connect today. Don't keep putting your life on hold. You can either do one day, oh yeah, one day, or day one. It's your choice. I thank you for joining me. I'm always grateful for everyone that, whether they're on live or you're catching the replay. Much abundance and blessings to you all, and I will see you next week. Thank you.